Why is Deathstroke one of the most underrated DC heroes? That's what we're talking about today on this channel. Welcome back, Nerd Squad. It's me. And let's get into this list. So, Deathstroke is a character that has been used primarily by DC as a mercenary, as a bad guy. But over the years, he has become so much more than that. So let's talk about why Deathstroke could be the hero that you didn't know you needed. Spoiler warning for Deathstroke #1 in 2021, issue 40. So there's a lot of potential for new life in a lot of these new storylines exploring Deathstroke because they're exploring emotional places that we haven't seen him go to before. They're making us care about him in ways that we really just haven't had to care about him before. DC has a rich history of interesting, complex anti-heroes that fans love. Bane, Deathstroke, Harley Quinn, Catwoman, even Loki over at Marvel too. He started out as a villain, and now he's kind of a beloved character that everyone loves. Deathstroke has all the makings of being a great hero like this. He has the potential to be a hero like this, which makes it all the more surprising that he hasn't really been used that way before. Deathstroke's backstory gives him a lot of room for growth as a tragic hero figure. His real name is Slade Wilson, and he was once a normal human being, a soldier actually, until he was given superpowers and enhancements by the fictional drug called the Compound V, which is also responsible for giving birth to a lot of the metahumans over at Image Comics. That's another story for another day. He was enhanced physically, mentally, and emotionally, but the process left his face permanently scarred and disfigured. That is a tragic backstory for anybody. But as we know from other characters like, say, Deadpool, it doesn't have to limit him or define him as a character. In fact, it should expand his character because it gives him something to work through. It gives him something that maybe he's insecure about. Maybe he wears a mask, not just because he's cool and it's a badass look, but maybe it's because he feels like people will judge him if they see his face. There's so much room for internal conflict with a character like this. And the recent Deathstroke series has teased some of this, showing that there are definitely some things bothering him internally, making him lash out externally in ways that are reckless and dangerous and scary, but also sad to see. He's haunted by nightmares of his past, and he lashes out physically and emotionally when those nightmares come back to him. Deathstroke is the kind of character that fans want to root for, even when he's being a bad guy. He was actually originally introduced as a villain in the new Teen Titans #2 in 1980. He became such a fan favorite that he eventually got his own series in 1988, which is where we learned more about his tragic backstory and how he got the name Deathstroke. He's fought alongside the Titans and he's fought against them. He's gone back and forth between good and evil. He's done both sides. He's done good. He's done bad. He's been an anti-hero. He's been a villain. So he's proven that he can be all these different things. And since we know that he can be a compelling hero, why aren't we seeing more of that? Instead, Deathstroke is typically hired as a mercenary to do a job. He's for hire. He's like Wolverine in that regard. He's been hired by both good guys and bad guys to do morally gray things. I feel like Deathstroke is the perfect candidate for the morally gray area. He's the kind of hero that would do whatever it takes to get the job done, no matter how brutal or bloody it gets. Which might make him a bit unhinged as a hero, but also someone that would get the job done. So what do you think? Do you agree with me that Deathstroke should be a hero? Is Deathstroke your favorite anti-hero or villain over at DC? Let me know your thoughts.